97.3, it's Turntable Tuesday, and one of the great things about Turntable Tuesday is getting artists to come in and chat about their favorite vinyl. And joining us in the studio today, I'm pretty pumped to have you here, Lorraine.
Thank you.
Lorraine Segato, who has been providing music in Toronto and beyond since, well, we're going to say Parachut Club, but I remember Mama Kia too.
That's right.
So we're going back.
79.
That's right. But it's great to have you here.
I'm thrilled to be here. I've been following this piece and I'm thinking, what a great idea. I love this.
And you know what, thinking about vinyl and how much vinyl you've put out with your various different projects, your solo stuff, and also, of course, with Parachut Club albums, you know, like the self-titled one, Small Victories, At the Feet of the Moon. When I think of vinyl and I think about fans, I think about them coming to the show with that vinyl in their hand.
Absolutely.
How many times have you signed vinyl for people? Can you even imagine?
I actually still sign vinyl.
Isn't that great?
I had a CD launch last week, and this guy arrived with all of this vinyl, and he found vinyl from really obscure remixes.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm still signing vinyl. I'm excited by that.
Have you ever had your, like, a piece that you've taken to an artist and had it signed?
Well, you know, when it comes to other artists, I'm very shy.
Right.
So no, I have not. I must say, I've wanted to. There've been so many. In fact, I got to meet James Taylor, which was somebody I really, when I was a kid, I was totally into James Taylor, and just recently. And I really wanted to bring, because I still have that original vinyl. I wanted to do it, but I was so shy. I couldn't pull it together.
Okay, we're going to go with your first song in just a second here that you've chosen for our Turntable Tuesday, Tears for Fears. And what made you choose this one?
Okay, well, that's interesting because I wanted to be able to give you a story. And part of the story with Tears for Fears is, in many ways, we were compadres, you know, in terms of the time, you know, the parallel times. I recall being in Europe on a tour, an early tour with Parachut Club when this came out in '85, I think it was. And it really, for me, represented this transitional period of time in music where we had gone in the 70s from the kind of punk to the punk ska, which also influenced me, the ska, or, you know, English beat stuff, to the new English music, the more romantic period of music that was starting to happen in the 80s. And so they represented for me kind of this moment, this turning moment, you know, both with the song Shout and Everybody Wants to Rule the World. So
right.
It was a click in my mind, like everything is changing. It's the mid-'80s.
And it sounds like this, which you're right, was a unique sound at the time, coming up, you know, sort of smooth and you know, lush.
And great chorus. I mean, very melodic.
Yeah.
Chorus, you know.
Great choice, Lorraine.
Thank you.
Lorraine Segato joining us here for Turntable Tuesday. Her first pick, we'll get another one in just a few moments. Here's Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears with Boom 97.3. Boom 97.3, Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I'm Maie. Joining me in the studio today, Lorraine Segato. Thanks for being here for Turntable Tuesday. You know, I noticed that you had a gig recently, just a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So that's kind of fun to be back out on
it's
the
good.
stage again.
It's good. It's my first CD in 15 years. So
wow.
You know how prolific I am. It's every 15 years. No, I'm very excited. We had a great time there. And as the artist in residence over at Regent Park there, I got to showcase some of the talent of the Regent Park emerging talent. So that was very exciting.
That is great. We're going to talk about your new release and some upcoming stuff in just a few moments, but let me get to your second choice.
Sure. For
Turntable Tuesday, David Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
And Hunky Dory. What's the significance of this choice?
Really interesting. So I had started writing my own songs when I was a young teenager, and but I had never thought about singing, right? And because my voice was not so great. And I had a boyfriend I was seeing at the time, and he says, you know, you have to hear this because this guy is different and he's unique, and you are unique. You're different. Who knows where you're going to fit, but you have to hear this. So I hear the song Changes, and I think to myself, I could see my future unscrolling in a way, just about how to let myself be unique and be different. And I think at that time, David Bowie represented that. He was the iconoclast, and even in the British world of music. And I related to that. I went, okay, I can see a path I don't know exactly what it looks like, but this song represents that.
So in a really profound way, he's almost the one that got you going on your career.
Yeah,
into
totally,
music.
because that was also a period of time where I went from playing acoustic guitar to playing electric guitar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever met him?
No, I've seen so many of his concerts, in the years gone by in our parallel trav. Once in a club in London, I saw him and Mick Jagger hanging out, and I was maybe 10 feet from him, but I just,
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I would have been excited just to be in the same room.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.